After just a couple of weeks of high school football in 2019, the O'Brien Tigers were the only undefeated team in the Boston City League going into Friday night. With an impressive wins over Boston Latin and Charlestown, O'Brien looked to make it 3 in a row on Friday against the Tech Boston Bears, who were flying high after a thrilling win the week before against Carver. So either the Tigers would continue their winning streak at home, or the Bears would carry the momentum from their first win of the season to pick up a tough road win against the Boston City League rival. Let's head out to O'Brien High School in Roxbury. That's Tech Boston's sophomore starting quarterback, 5'5" Julius Gillard. But he played much bigger out on the field this afternoon. That's Gillard on the opening drive, going back to pass, tucks it in and takes it down the right sideline. 53-yard scamper for the little quarterback from Tech Boston. He gets wrestled down inside the 20. Then later on in the drive, it's Gillard. Once again, on the scramble, waltzes into the end zone for the touchdown, puts the Bears up 8-0 early on there in the first quarter. Second possession for the Tech Boston Bears. It's Gillard to the back of the end zone to Keon Henderson for the 23-yard touchdown connection. Tech Boston goes up 14-0 there early in the second quarter. Late in the second quarter now, Tigers get a spark. Jaden Smith, who actually bobbles the handoff at first, takes it down the sideline. 47-yard touchdown run for Smith. Tigers down 14-8 at the half. The fast forward to the third quarter now, O'Brien, opening drive of the second half. It's Curlins Ginty with a 23-yard scamper for the Tigers. He gets the ball down to the 30-yard line. Tigers putting together a nice drive here as Michael Brooks finds tight end Luke Maffeo. Good for 18 yards. Maffeo rumbles down to the 5-yard line, setting up O'Brien nicely. Then from the 5, they're going to hand it off to Curlins Ginty, who plows in for the touchdown as he breaks the plane right there. We're tied up at 14 apiece early in the third quarter. Then it's the Tigers' next possession. Michael Brooks, off the quarterback bootleg, takes it himself down the sideline. 36-yard touchdown run for the speedy quarterback. O'Brien gets their first lead of the game, 22-14. Tech Boston comes right back. It's Gillard again going to the back to work. He finds wide open Esau Jackson. 27-yard touchdown connection. We're tied up at 22. Next possession for Tech Boston. Just about 7.5 minutes left to go. It's Gillard doing what he does best, scrambling beautifully. Look at that cut to back to the sideline there. 67-yard touchdown run for Gillard. Bears hang on to win 28-22. What a performance from Gillard. He had over 300 total yards and 4 total touchdowns. Let's take a look at the rest of the scores from Friday night as Charlestown was defeated by Weston 27-8. Noonan with 154 rushing yards and 3 TDs for the Weston Wildcats. Latin Academy taking down South Boston Burke 34-8 on Friday night for another win for them. That's their third win of the season. Meanwhile, Nantucket blanks Brighton 48-0. And then Roxbury Prep just edges out East Boston 24-14. Also on Friday, Jets with just one win so far this season. Then it's Manchester Essex blanking Boston English 28-0 at home. Lewandowski with 134 passing yards and 2 touchdowns to lead the Manchester Essex Hornets. Meanwhile, it's Wayland defeating Boston Latin 45-6. Tucker with 85 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns to lead Wayland over Boston Latin. So Latin Academy and Tech Boston were the only BPS football teams to pick up wins this past week. We'll see if the rest of the city can regroup this Friday night. Folks, that's going to do it for sports this week. Be sure to come right back here next time for more on Boston Neighborhood Sports.